Right, it's time for Showbiz, and Ms. G has joined me. And one of the big stories we've been talking all weekend has to do with the murder of Chris ATTOH'S wife, Betty Jennifer.
Yes, exactly so. And
apparently there's been an update.
There's an update on the story. So the update is that prior to their engagement here in Ghana, Betty Jennifer was married to Kendrick Jennifer, and they say he's called Sweet Boy Jennifer and all that. But it's alleged that he's a drug lord, and in 2012.
Well, he's a convicted drug lord.
Exactly. So he's been convicted. So it's not alleged anymore. I'm only using the word alleged because we are not sure if truly that's the husband, as is being speculated. But also we hear that in 2012, this man had some people working for him who were caught as when they tried to transport these drugs. They were caught and traced to him, and one of them got shot after they were released from prison. So people are trying to say, okay, if he could do this in the past, then it's very, very likely. Also because allegedly before Betty got married to Chris ATTOH, they were still legally married. And he only filed for divorce in April this year. At that time, Betty had not filed for divorce, and so she did 6 days after he had filed for divorce. So there's a statement I've seen on so you can see the Department of Justice. We can read just a bit of it from the. All
right. So it says leader of major Baltimore drug trafficking organization sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. It says he distributed at least 450 kilograms of cocaine in Maryland and Virginia, and courier murdered after drug seizure, Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, and other property forfeited. There's a lot more in that story.
Yeah. So that's the latest. So
this statement was released
in 2016. So people had to go and dig trace the background of this man. There are some pictures.
And it talks about it mentions his name. It says he's called Kendrick Arnold Jennifer, aka Ricky Jennifer, James Howard Collier Jr., and Rick, and he's aged 44.
Yes, so as of 2016, he was aged 44.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so and now Betty is 44 now, and we hear Chris is 38. But also, Chris and his family, they've released a statement to say that they want to mourn privately, and so they are yet to make any official statements about this to the public. And people are saying that, you see, he had to delete those pictures on social media because they had received messages threatening their lives, and Betty wanted the world to think that they had issues and they were no longer together, and that is why Chris deleted all the pictures that he had of his wife on social media. But Chris is yet to respond because people say that if that was the case, then he didn't need to question her faithfulness and talk about loyalty in the post he made. This is the post he made just after the death of his wife. That was on the 12th of May.
Okay, so ATTOH 1, remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. 2, never give up work gives. And why are we saying, how are we understand, how is anybody interpreting
well,
this?
We don't know what he's trying to say, but at this point, definitely he never needs to give up because people, when it happened, Ghanaians made it look like he was the major suspect. Also because they say when you die, your spouse is the first prime suspect or something. And so the way people went at it, maybe he's trying to say that, he's not going to give up. But now we know that he's not the prime suspect. Kendrick actually looks like the prime suspect in this case. So let's move away from this and talk about the Artist of the Decade, because on Saturday we are going for the Music Awards. Not too much noise about it though. Next time, come to multimedia. Anyway, so Artist of the Decade. Let's talk about Artist of the Decade. And we thought that Stonebwoy would say, give me the Artist of the Decade. But this is Stonebwoy saying that you might as well honor Samini for the works he's done over the years.
As far as I'm concerned, I would go for Samini as the Artist of the Decade. Because Ghana is a witness to his prowess and the things that he's done and some of the things that he did. It's rather unfortunate that surely without history, we all do forget the deeds of our heroes and people who have set the trend and broke the mark for us to be here. And amongst all of them, I do not seek to disrespect nobody, but Samini Dagati has done it. He did it.
He did it.
he set the tone. To be honest, he won the mobiles when nobody even knew about it. And he got the first endorsement for an artist to work at a telecommunication company in Ghana. He also won the MTVs. You see, so sometimes it's not even about the win. We check how they started and how they still maintain until now. And every person, especially the R2Bs, Sarkodie, and Efia, I can talk about these three. And even Joe Metal will respect that fact. Artists of the decade, please, no matter what you do, give it to Samini. He deserves it.
You mean if not Stonebwoy?
Forget me. Give it to Samini, man.
All right.
And on Saturday, all roads led to Royal Senchi, where the white wedding of...
Were you there?
No, I wasn't. President to be. You know, I hear he's told his wife that when I become president, I want you by my side. So president to be. But you know, the John factor might work for him, maybe. So John DUMELO had his white wedding with Gifty Mawanya there. Let's see what happened.
Looks like a lot of fun there.
Yes, it was. From all that we've seen, it looks like they really had fun. So quickly, celebs also who were in Accra decided to work out, keep themselves fit at the Aviation Social Center.
It's been fun.
Yeah, for this one.
For this one.
This one. This one is fun.
This one is fun.
Yeah.
But for life?
For life, it's fun.
I love training. I love myself. You have to love yourself first. And it's not only about Stephen Appiah, but I think that I'm very, very happy that Ghanaians are very health conscious these days. I mean, you can see the turnout, you can see the energy, the passion.
I work out every day. Almost all the activities that I do is kind of workout. When I get to the stage, I jump, I dance, so it's kind of workout. But I'm here to meet the fans and like socialize.
Myself and Larry, prior to the CEO, we're having a discussion on trying to bring corporate people and then celebrities to come together with a lot of patrons like you and I. Yes, because a healthy body is more like $1 million. If you are sick and you are not fit, you are equally useless. So it's something I encourage myself to do.
Our faces, a lot of people coming through, and I like the idea that they can use us to draw people to come and work out. Anything to make people work out is good.
All right, so it was a good time for them. After working, I hope they didn't go eating bamboo.
Did you go there too?
I was called to duty. I was at the voting academy. I had the opportunity to vote this year at the academy, so we're busy voting for who becomes the artist of the year.
That's a good excuse. All right. Thank you very much, Ms. G, bringing us Showbiz.